ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Hukamnama Sahib today is by Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji on Ang 692 of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਜਨ ਭਾਉ ਭਗਤ ਕਛ ਜਾਣੈ ਤਾ ਕਉ ਅਚਰਜ ਕਾਹੋ ਜਿਉ ਜਲ ਮਹਿ ਪੈਸ ਨ ਨਿਕਸੈ ਤਿਉ ਢੋਰੇ ਮਿਲਿਓ ਜੁਲਾਹੋ ਜੋ ਜਨ ਭਾਉ ਭਗਤ ਕਛ ਜਾਣੈ ਤਾ ਕਉ ਅਚਰਜ ਕਾਹੋ ਜਿਉ ਜਲ ਮਹਿ ਪੈਸ ਨ ਨਿਕਸੈ ਤਿਉ ਢੋਰੇ ਮਿਲਿਓ ਜੁਲਾਹੋ ਹਰ ਕੇ ਲੋਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਤਉ ਮਤ ਕਾ ਭੋਰਾ ਜੋ ਤਨ ਕਾਸੀ ਤਜਹ ਕਬੀਰਾ ਰਮਈਐ ਕਹਾ ਨਿਹੋਰਾ ਰਹਾਓ कहत कबीर सुनहो रे लोई भर में न भूलो कोई क्या काशी क्या ऊखर मगहर राम हृदय जो होई कहत कबीर सुनहो रे लोई भर में न भूलो कोई क्या काशी क्या ऊखर मगहर Ram Hriday Jo Hui. The Hukamnama Sahib today is in the Tanasri Ragani, and it's connected with an event in Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji's life. Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji used to live in the city of Kansi, and one day Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji picked up all their things and they moved to the very barren city of Maghar. And the history behind this is that it is said that those people who die in Kanshi, Shivji, one of the Hindu demigods, has given the blessing upon Kanshi that anyone who dies in Kanshi, Shivji will liberate them upon their death. And it is said that when Shivji made this city of Kanshi, because it's dedicated to Shivji, according to the mythology, that Vyas Muni came and started teaching in the nearby Maghar. And when Shivji saw that people were moving from Kanshi to Maghar, Shivji was upset, and he sent his son Ganesh and said, "Go and change this around for me somehow. I want all the people to come back from Maghar to Kanshi." Now all the people used to go and meet Vyas. He was very, very respected, very highly scholarly, and therefore all of the people loved to listen to him. And Ganesh went and became a student of Vyas as well. And one day when he was sitting with his teacher Vyas, he asked his teacher, "O teacher, O Vyasji, whoever dies here, what will they become?" And Vyasji the first time said liberated. And he asked again, "Oh Vyasji, whoever dies here, what will they become?" And Vyasji said, "Oh, they will be liberated." And Ganesh again asked Vyasji, "Whoever died here, what will they become?" And Vyasji got angry and said, "Didn't you hear? They'll become a donkey." And as soon as Vyasji said that, Ganeshji said Tathastu, which means, "Whatever you have said, may that become true." And from that day, the people of that area have believed that whoever dies there becomes a donkey. And Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji, because Bhagtan ki chaal nirali, Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj tells us in Anand Sahib that the Bhagats, those who are devoted to the Lord, they have nirali, they have a different chaal, they have a different path to the world. And Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji wanted to show the greatness of Naam Simran, the greatness of Bhakti, which cuts through all of these ideas to the world. So Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji got up from Kanshi and went to Maghar. And when they went there, the Sanktan, the people who came to see them, and their wife Mata Lui, they all get together and ask them, "Why have you gone to live in Maghar? This area is cursed by Vyas." and Kanshi is blessed by Shiva. And Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji proceeds to tell all those people the greatness of God's name. Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji says, Jo jan pao bhagat kach janna. That jan, that humble servant, that humble being who kach even knows a little, janna means to know, about pao, about true love, and bhagat, and bhakti, devotional worship. Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji saying, even if someone only knows a little bit, taako acharaj kaho. Why should that person be kaho? Why should that person be acharaj? Why should that person be surprised at what I'm doing? There's no surprises in this. There's no reason to be upset. There's no reason to be alarmed. Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji saying, even if you understand a little bit of the true love for the Lord, you'll understand what I'm about to say to you. Taako acharaj kaho. Do not be alarmed. Do not be surprised. Do not be frightened. Jyon jal mah paas nanik se. Tyon tore milyo julaho. Like when the water in a earthen pot, when that earthen pot breaks and the water falls back into the ocean, jal mah paas na nikse, and paas again cannot be nikse, cannot be taken out, cannot be separated again. Like water cannot be separated from water. Once the water of the earthen pot has merged into the ocean, can it be separated again? No, never. In the same way, tor milyo jalaho. In this same way, I have melted into, and Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji uses the word jalaha here, which means weaver, which was the craft which Kabir Ji used to do. This weaver has melted into, has merged into that Vaheguru. Jyon jal mah paas na nikse. Now I cannot be paas na nikse. Nothing can be separated. Once there is union with the Lord, that is eternal mukti. And Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji is telling us it doesn't matter where that person who's Jivan Mukta, who's liberated whilst being alive, goes. He is eternally liberated and eternally united, and no one can break that union with the Lord. Tyon tor milyo julaho. Tyon, in this way I have merged into, I have melted into, milyo jo laho. Jo laho means that thing, jo, that thing, laho, which gives me profit, into the name of the Lord. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji explains this in their Bani, Nanak leen payo gobind seyo jyon pani sang pani. Like water merges into water, so the souls of the God-conscious beings merge into the Lord. Har ke loga, O people of Hari, of the Lord, O God's people. Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji is talking to the Sanktan, they're talking to us. Main tao mat ka pura. Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji says, yes, in the mat, with the understanding of the world, yes, in that understanding, I am pura, I am simple-minded. I am foolish to do this. If you look at it with the understanding of the world, if you look at it from that angle. But Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji is also saying, if we look into this talk, into this line, Har ke loga, O people of the world, main to mat ka pura. In my mat, in my understanding, pura means to be there to be a light, to be enlightened. Inside me there's the light, the jyot of Vaheguru. I'm enlightened with God's grace. Main to mat ka pura, I have this light inside me. And because of this light which is burning through, the light of Jivan Mukti, of being liberated whilst alive, Jao tan kasi tajha Kabira. If Kabeer, Bhagat Sahib Ji saying, if I was to tajha, give up my tan, give up my body, give up my physical body, in Kanshi, ramaiya kaha nihora, then what would be the nihora? What would be the task there? What would be the grace of Ramaiya, of Vaheguru? What Bhagat Kabir Sahib Ji is saying is, I am here in Maghar. Why? To show the greatness of God's name. To show the world the greatness of the name of Vaheguru. Each step that the Bhagats take, those God-devoted beings, the Bhagats who are devoted to the Lord, each step that they take is always devoted to showing the glory of the Naam, the glory of the name of the Lord. And Bhakt Kabir Sahib Ji saying, I'm not settling for a liberation of dying and going to Shivpuri, to the Puri, to the city of Shiva. No, I don't want that. Whilst being alive, I have merged into that Vaheguru, into Akal Purakh, into God. Rahao, Bhakt Kabir Sahib Ji says, think about this. Kahat Kabir sunho re loi. Bhakt Kabir Sahib Ji saying, sunho, listen, re loi. O my wife, Mata loi. And re loi means, O people of the world. Kahat Kabir sunho re loi. Listen, O people of the world. Parme na pulho koi. Let no one be pulho, be deluded, in param, in doubt, koi, not even one person. Bhakt Kabir Sahib Ji saying that, look, get out of these param, get out of these delusions and these doubts. Cast them off. All of these delusions, all of these doubts. Take them all out of your minds. This is why I'm doing this, to take out the param. To take out all of your doubts. To make you cast them aside. Kya Kansi, kya Ukhar Maghar. What is the difference between Kanshi and what is the difference between Ukhar, between the barren land of Maghar? Ram Hriday jo hui. If you have Ram, if you have Vaheguru in your Hriday, if you have the Lord within your heart. Bhakt Kabir Sahib Ji is telling us that it doesn't matter whether the Gurmukh Pyara goes and lives in Kanshi or in Maghar, in the blessed or cursed lands, because he or she has the greatest blessing, which is to have Vaheguru within their heart. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji tells us in their sloks, Ram Naam Ur Main Gahyo, Jaake Sam Nahi Koi. Ram Naam, that person who has the Naam, the name of the Lord of Ram, Ur means in their heart. Gahyo means the one who has grasped hold of. The one who has grasped hold of the name of the Lord within their heart. Jaake sam nahi koi. There is no other who is equal to that. There's nothing else equal to that. Jeh simrit. By meditating upon Vaheguru, sankat mitae, all troubles are taken away. Dars to haro hoye, and they are blessed with the vision and with merger into the complete eternal being. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji says, in the same way, Kabir Ji saying, Ram Hriday jo hui. If that person has a Ram Vaheguru within their heart, then there's no difference. The Gurmukh Pyare, wherever they go, wherever they step, whether they go into, and in another interpretation, looking at the Shabad, wherever they go, whether they go into places of sadness, happiness, places that, times in their life where people see them as being in pain or happiness, it doesn't matter, wherever they go, they have Vaheguru in their heart. And those people who have the Lord in their heart at all times, Bhakt Kabir Sahib Ji says, it doesn't matter where they go, they'll always be liberated. And that is why Bhakt Kabir Sahib Ji did this Kautak, played out this play in their life, to show the world that it doesn't matter, that the name of the Lord cuts through everything. The name of the Lord will save us and liberate us no matter what. Kahat Kabir sunho re loi, parme na pulho koi, kya Kasi kya Ukhar Maghar, Ram Hriday jo hoi. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.